Hello everyone, this is Canman here. Welcome to a Dead by Daylight video. Today, I'll be talking about the new developer update for Resident Evil Project W that's been recently released by Behavior. And with Project W right around the corner, here is what to expect for the next chapter. And if you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and if you don't like the videos, then you can always just unsubscribe later. Other than that, let's get on to the new patch notes. As we all know, we know about the new prestige system. How it works, how it plays, and that every single one of us, survivor or killer, we all love the new prestige system. Well, there's going to be an even better change into this prestige system, and it's going to involve how much the cost for everything is. From common to ultra rare and event. That's right. Behavior has announced that they will be reducing the blood point prices on everything. And here is the image of what to expect. In this chapter, the event and common originally would price 3,000 and the ultra rare would cost 7,000. But now in the next chapter, 6.2.0, the new prices will be different. It'll be 33% less than the original, leaving the event and common to 2,000, the uncommon to 2,500, rare to 3,250, very rare to 4,000, and ultra rare to 5,000. 33 reducted for the next Dead by Daylight chapter, and everything about it is just going to be changing, and you can get add-ons and you prestige much faster than you originally did in this chapter. During the mid-chapter update, Chapter 24.5, there has been a nerf to bar time, not that much, but they have changed it whenever there's a survivor that gets off the hook without bar time. Instead of receiving the normal BT effect, they will receive 5 seconds of endurance and haste for 7%. And that's a pretty good change, but the developers have noticed that it's not all that good, and they have decided to change that entirely. Yes, they are about to buff when you're getting off the hook and there happens to be a killer nearby. Here is the note. Originally, when you get off a hook, you have haste endurance for 5 seconds, and haste has an effect for 7% increase in speed. But now that will change, as in the next season, that will be doubled to 10 seconds, and for the haste speed effect, you will receive 10% instead of the original 7%. And furthermore information relating to the new killer, Albert Wesker, aka the Mastermind. I'm for sure many times for anyone who's played the PTB has wished that whenever a survivor bolts over a pallet, they can just jump over or just grab the survivor and throw him across and just hit him against the pallet. Or that the movement speed when the Mastermind's holding on to his ability was a bit faster. Well, guess what? There is about to be a buff for him. Yes, that is right. The developers have announced that Albert Wesker, aka the Mastermind, will be receiving a buff on his movement speed and will actually grab survivors who are ever even rushing or slow vaulting a pallet. Now with the unhooking blood point and the Mastermind buff, it's about time we get on to the new perks for Resident Evil, which will be 4 of them. Some will receive a buff, some will receive a nerf, and one of them will receive both a buff but yet also kind of a nerf. Here's what's going to happen. To start off, we have Reassurance. Reassurance used to have a 40-second cooldown in the PTB, but in the live version it's about to receive no cooldown. But as a nerf, it can only be used on one hook at a time. And I'm not saying one at a time during the effects, I'm saying one at a time on that hook, if a survivor has to be on. Next up, we have Awaken Awareness. Now this perk is just heavily nerfed, as it no longer has the 2 seconds after survivor has been dropped, hooked, or wiggled off, and it can no longer be extended by Lethal Pursuer. meaning that the only way you're going to see anyone's aura is when you're carrying a survivor, which is strong for Starstruck, but in any other way, it's now no longer becoming meta. And next is the most unused perk out of all the others, Low Profile. Originally, whenever you become the last survivor, its effect activates from 70 to 90 seconds, hiding your scratch marks and your pools of blood. Now, whenever you're the only survivor that's not been downed, or on hook, or dead, then that is changed. Your scratch marks are hidden, including your pools of blood, as well as your grunts of pain, which will counter any kind of slug. And lastly, we have Better Than New. Originally, it would give a 6% speed action of a total from 25 to 35 seconds. Now, it no longer has a duration, and it provides a healing speed, chest opening speed, cleansing speed, and blessing from a total of 12 seconds to 16 seconds at max. And this will keep on happening until the survivor has been injured again. For my saying this, I'm just gonna say that the blood point reduction, that's great. I think everyone will love that, survivor or killer. And survivors are gonna love the new unhooking buff. I'm not sure how much they would love it. I'm not sure all of them would, but it is a good change, as well as the mastermind buffs, as well for those who played mastermind. These changes are going to be exceptionally good for him to come meta. I'm not sure if he's going to become meta or not, but my main, what I want to talk about is what do I think of the perks. And some of these, I'm not sure how many of you are going to understand me on this, but it's fairly understandable to how I think about these perks. The reassurance buff is kind of strong in my opinion, but I have no complaints about it, since the downside to it, you can only use reassurance on that hook once, and prevents the constant spam, meaning that if the survivor is on that hook several times, you can't use it again. But another thing that's strong is that other survivors can stop them from on the hook again, stop the timer. As for Awakened Awareness, the perk will no longer become meta useful, although it can be comboed with Starstruck and other perks that involve carrying around a survivor. In my opinion, it just doesn't seem to become anywhere near as powerful as it will be in the PTB, which is no big surprise to me, as many powerful perks from the PTB have been heavily nerfed hard, and this is a hard nerf to Awaken Awareness, as it will no longer become an S or an A tier perk for others, but it will become a C or a D tier, which is just kind of sad, but there is nothing I could complain about, as this is a really strong perk. As for Low Profile, knowing it can easily counter slugs and can actually give you time to save your teammates and collect up and heal, I still don't think it will become any closer to becoming a meta perk. Sure, it will raise up from the ashes to getting up to a higher tier, but I don't think it will become anywhere close to A or S tier. B minus at best, I suppose, as slugging can be constantly happened in a game, and this perk will be able to save you a lot of time and a lot of teammates' lives too. Better Than New, pretty horrifying to say the least, as the perk will give him a massive speed boost, as it's doubled from its original at its minimum, and this can be applied to more than just one survivor, and this stays until the survivor is injured again. If you happen to have a different opinion than me, I'm not going to do anything about it. After all, from what I'm saying, these are not going to be literal facts, they're just predictions, and predictions don't always come out to be true, as the meta can be weird or strange, but they're not my opinions. I'm not the genius Googling man or some future Terminator. I'm just some guy making a video just pointing about what to expect in the developer update, just giving out the message. And if you don't like my opinions, alright, you don't have to go out and shout at me, alright? Post in my comments, you can keep it to yourself. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, find the information a bit useful. Please like, subscribe. If you don't, then that's good. I'm just glad you were able to see this video before the live version comes out. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed. Again, please leave a like, and I hope I see you all in the next video.